So it's come to my attention that Oda once again put his foreshadowing magic into work for One Piece chapter 1074 because we got major revelation such as there being a traitor lurking among us, Bartolomeo Kuma's heart-crushing backstory, and the topic of today's video, Vivi being under the protection of Big News Morgan, and just what exactly will her role be for the final saga of One Piece. So, boys and girls and my fellow beautiful weebs, my name is DrinkScoke, and today I'll be discussing how Oda might have foreshadowed Vivi's ultimate fate. And if you like One Piece or just about anime in general, do me a favor and click the subscribe button and ring that notification bell so that I don't miss any of my videos. It will truly help a ton. But now, without further ado, let's get straight into the video, shall we? So I was actually extremely shocked to see that Vivi is currently safe and sound with Big News Morgan instead of being with the Revolutionary Army, because as far as we know, Sabo was the one who was framed as being the kidnapper of Vivi. Therefore, I thought that the logical place to keep her safe would be to put her on a boat straight towards the direction of a Revolutionary Army base or something. But actually, her being with Big News Morgan and Walpole, mind you, might actually turn out to be a lot juicier than we thought. Because, as always, whenever Oda goes crazy on a chapter, One Piece fans go even crazier at digging information from previous chapters. And this time, they found this particular panel on chapter 823 that not only foreshadowed the fact that Vivi ended up with Big News Morgan, but also it might be a hint as to what might happen to Vivi in the future. And it is basically this panel where Igaram pleads Vivi to come down from the crow's nest and says, what if a great monstrous bird would appear and snatch you away? What if a sniper has his wicked sights trained upon you? And what if a meteorite falls upon your head? Well, it seems Igaram's worries were right because a monstrous bird has indeed snatched Vivi away, and that is none other than Big News Morgan. As a matter of fact, he is surely very monstrous as he does have the power to shake the entire world upside down with the use of words. He literally has the power to say that ZKK is real. Imagine that. But the interesting part is, if one of Igaram's statements came true, then who is to say that the rest won't happen as well? So then, who would be that evil sniper that wants to kill Vivi? Logically, and with the process of elimination, it can be none other than Van Augur, right? But this brings into another question as to just why. Why would Blackbeard even send Van Augur in the first place to assassinate Vivi? What has Vivi even done, and what exactly is she? Because obviously she is a major threat to the world order. She was literally part of the 4 people that were on Im-sama hit list. The list consisting of major pirates such as Blackbeard himself and Luffy, and the mermaid princess Shirahoshi. In Shirahoshi's case, we can presume that Im-sama already knows that she is Poseidon. But why would a princess of a peaceful kingdom such as Vivi be a target of such elimination? Well, fans have for the longest time theorized about the possibility of Vivi being just like Shirahoshi and maybe even Momo, which is to say that Vivi might be a conductor for an ancient weapon just like how Shirahoshi is Poseidon. Vivi might be Uranus for all that we know, or possibly someone who can control Uranus. So, let's hypothetically say that Vivi is in fact a conductor of Uranus or Uranus itself. Then how would Blackbeard know of this information? Based on everything that we even know, there's barely any concrete information that will lead to this conclusion. So the only way for Teach to know anything about it will be that he reaches Laugh Tale or has a deep talk with Emo, for example, which in my opinion is not very likely. Therefore, I presume that this wicked sniper that will be tasked to kill Vivi would be an assassin hired by the Gorosei. But, since this is One Piece, let's go a little bit crazier. In chapter 1073, we got the insane reveal that one of the Gorosei member, Saint J. Garcia Saturn, is on the move towards Egghead Island and is likely going to be facing off against Luffy. Then, What if this wicked sniper is actually another one of the members of the Gorosei accompanied with an admiral like Fujitora, for instance? That would be absolutely insane, right? Well, what if we let our speculation go even crazier? Crazier in how this wicked sniper is actually none other than Imu-sama themselves firing off that mysterious weapon that wiped off Lurusia Kingdom at Vivi. This will not only be absolutely mind-blowing, but it will also confirm that Nefertari Vivi was indeed the first target for the Great Cleansing. But now, what about the part of the meteorite falling on Vivi's head? Well, the only person in the entire One Piece universe that has remotely anything to do with meteors is none other than Fujitora. So how would he, of all people, tie into Vivi's storyline? We know that Fujitora was at the Holy Land of Marijua fighting against Sabo and the Revolutionary Army commanders, and during that event is when Vivi got kidnapped. So I would not be surprised if Akainu, being absolutely mad at him, tasked Fujitora to go look for Vivi and retrieve her from the kidnappers. And knowing just how well-mannered and how he portrays the good side of the Marine, I would not be surprised if he uses any means necessary to save Vivi, even going as far as using meteorites. And also, since the ship that she's currently on is in the sky, why not just drop a meteorite for fun, right? But I found another possibility. The second possibility is that the wicked sniper and the meteorite part are actually going to be happening around the same time, meaning that just like how Saturn is accompanied by Kizaru, then Fujitora could also be coming towards Vivi with a Gorosei member. And that Gorosei member could be coming with the pretext of saving Vivi, but would secretly be tasked to eliminate her, which is something that Fujitora would eventually find out about. And like I said earlier, he's a great man, and a great man like him would not just sit around and let this atrocity happen, which in this scenario would signify that Fujitora would go against the world government's mission. This will result either in his resignation or a civil war within the Marines, where we get another big reveal that Fujitora is maybe part of SWORD or something. All of this headcanon is all great and all, but what would happen to Vivi? Because if all of these things actually do happen, then it's not really looking too good for her. Unless Luffy comes and saves her or something, I just do not see her actually coming out of this situation unscattered. However, there are a couple of ways where I think Vivi is going to get out of this. The first way is a very hopeful and optimistic one. Like I said earlier, it is a situation where the Straw Hats will come into contact with Big News Morgan to take Vivi back away and have her officially join the Straw Hat Pirates. But this is One Piece and we are in the final saga of it, so the stakes must be way higher. Therefore, the second way would be that there's a likelihood that instead of getting killed, Vivi is going to be captured either by pirates or the world government. The good news is that if she's captured by pirates, she'll be safe. The bad news is that she will finally be exposed to sailing with the Straw Hats, making the whole entire world learn about the fact that Nefertari Vivi, the Princess of Alabasta, was a pirate. And if she gets captured by Blackbeard, for example, she'll just become a bargaining chip to get whatever he wants. On the other hand, if the world government gets their hands on her, she might be used to unlock the full power of Uranus, giving us the massive reveal that Uranus can only be utilized with its two conductors, Vivi and Imu, making Vivi an essential part of the finale of One Piece. And then, with the world of One Piece being in actual major danger, Luffy will come and liberate the world, which will in turn make the reunion of Vivi and the Straw Hats finally happen. I know this is a super random and wild theory, but hey, why not? It's One Piece, we are free to think about anything we want. I don't actually have factual evidence as of right now, but if you want me to dig deeper into it, Tell me in the comments down below. Also boys, just give me your thoughts. What do you think about this theory? What do you think is going to happen to Vivi in the future? What her role would be and just what exactly will happen to her? I'm actually extremely curious to see what you guys think about it, and honestly, this is crazy. The fact that we might be seeing a Vivi and Straw Hat reunion is extremely insane, and actually I feel like this is going to be extremely heart-wrenching. So, as always, thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, please consider to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so that I don't miss any of my content. And until next time, drink some Coke.